All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. And in this video, man, Devin Haney is out here tripping, talking about VASYL Lomachenko and making complaints about VASYL Lomachenko heading into their fight that I gotta address because, in my personal opinion, he is basically trying to manipulate the referees and public opinion and try to, through his mouth, take away a tactic from VASYL Lomachenko heading into their fight. And that is the fact that Lomachenko is not going to go meekly into the night and allow Devin Haney to hold him in the fight or clinch in a fight without trying to get out of that punch, trying to get out of it and hitting him at the same time. So look, before I get into it though, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, hey, please hit the subscribe button. It's completely free. Also, if you're a longtime subscriber, supporter of the channel, thank you guys so much for your continued support. It really, really does mean a lot to the channel. But man, let's get into this because we got this big fight coming up with Devin Haney fighting VASYL Lomachenko on ESPN Plus pay-per-view coming up this Saturday. And you have one guy who is the undisputed champion, and that's Devin Haney, who has the WBA, the WBC, the IBF, and the WBO championship belts, has all of them. And then you have VASYL Lomachenko, who is a former holder of 3 of the 4 belts, held at one point in time in the lightweight division or another. He held every title that there was with the exception of the IBF, which he lost to Teofimo Lopez when they fought in a fight that was promoted as being a fight for the undisputed title of the world at lightweight division. And Lomachenko is back at it, trying to do the same thing he tried to do before against Devin Haney. Now, Devin Haney has been saying something consistently through the week that to me smells of I don't think that some people say it smells of fear and that it is a worry that he has because of VASYL Lomachenko's tendency to be able to accomplish something systematically in the ring. And this is what it is. Devin Haney has been saying that VASYL Lomachenko trains to hit on the break and that he is preparing to hit Devin Haney on the break in their fight. Now, what is hitting on the break? Hitting on the break is when if 2 fighters clinch and they are holding each other and there are no punches being thrown, the referee will say break. And both fighters at that time are supposed to release their arms, take a step back, and then begin fighting again. What VASYL Lomachenko is being accused of is timing a punch to when the ref says break, and he will release a punch and hit Devin Haney while the ref is saying break. Now, here's the thing. Why would VASYL Lomachenko if it's true that VASYL Lomachenko is training to hit Devin Haney on the break, why would he be trying to do that? Well, the obvious answer is because Devin Haney is planning on doing a lot of holding and a lot of clinching with VASYL Lomachenko. And because that is what Devin Haney has been doing for the last several fights. He will fight from the outside, and if the other fighter is able to get anywhere near his body, Devin Haney will then clinch. He will initiate a clinch, hold on to the other guy until the referee says break, and then go back to take a quick step back, and then go back to fighting on the outside. And it is a mechanism by which Devin Haney is preventing there from being any inside fighting whatsoever, right? That's why Devin Haney cares about this hitting on the break. The same way that ESPN has been communicating over the last several fights of Devin Haney's that Devin Haney holds excessively, that he is constantly looking to initiate clinches so that he will not have to fight the other guy on the inside. My take on the matter is this, that it's a lot of gamesmanship on Devin Haney's part, but I think that it is unfounded as it relates to Vasily Lomachenko. If Vasily Lomachenko is the smaller guy and you are trying to grab him to prevent him from fighting, if he frees his arms, he is free to punch. If the referee says break, he can take a short step back and he can immediately punch. As soon as those guys' arms are broken and the break is complete, he can go ahead and throw the punch. Now, Devin Haney had released some video footage or co-signed some video footage that was put out there showing Vasily Lomachenko, quote unquote, hitting on the break. And from what I could see, it didn't look like that was the case in all but maybe one of the instances. And the one instance where it looked like he might be hitting on the break, he pulled the punch back. Now, Vasily Lomachenko is definitely a veteran fighter. He can definitely be rough without a doubt. He's not in there playing with you. He's definitely going to try to hit you whenever he can hit you. And when he's fighting a guy as big and as long as Devin Haney, he's going to definitely try to get on the inside. But it just sounds a little bit suspect to me, trying to put too much on Lomachenko for punching on the break. And it seems to me almost similar to just making excuses ahead of time. I don't necessarily believe, though, that Devin Haney doesn't think he can win the fight. Devin Haney, when he says it, sounds very, very comfortable. Just to me, seem comfortable in saying that he can win the fight. I believe it when he says that. But at the same time, man, trying to get in Lomachenko's head and trying to let Lomachenko know that he knows things about what Lomachenko is training to do. For Lomachenko's part, he said, man, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. And he asked Devin Haney, how do you know it? And Devin Haney said, because I know it. And he said, man, how would you know that? And he said, man, I know that. Now, I got to say at the same time, though, man, that there are people out there that say that Devin Haney copies Gervonta Davis a lot. Man, it is getting really hard to resist that, believing that to be the case, because it's the same type of conversation that Gervonta Davis just had with Ryan Garcia, where he was saying, look, man, I know what you're working on. I know what you're doing. And in implying that he's got a mole in his camp, telling him what's going on. And so Devin Haney comes right behind Gervonta, and when Gervonta does this with Ryan, to do the same thing with Lomachenko. So anyway, but it is what it is, man. We'll see what actually takes place in the fight. All of this can be for naught, but I'm going to tell you, if Devin thinks he's going to talk Lomachenko out of hitting him when he's on the inside, when he frees his arms, never gonna happen. Just like Vasily Lomachenko is not going to convince Devin not to initiate clinches whenever Lomachenko gets inside of the jab. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.